I bring two motherfuckers from the desert and then immediately take a pine cone and a...
This is Liam and Joe. They are two of my bestest friends on the whole frickin' planet, and this is us going on a journey. A year prior, Liam stumbled upon this crosstown trail. It's a 17-mile trail that takes you all across San Francisco and shows you all these cool community places and also places of interest. And after college graduation, I had them both come over back to the Bay with me so that we could tackle this adventure together.
Just bunt. Hey! Home run!
The trail had us starting at Candlestick Park State Recreation Area, and the first leg was already kind of going off to an underwhelming start with the scenery that we were being exposed to and what this trail would be.
Yeah, so this leg sucks so far, actually. This is pretty bad.
It's okay.
That's a lizard.
Oh my god,
lizard.
There were just a bunch of dry weeds everywhere and actually a lot of trash and litter scattered around the place. We quickly entered the Visitacion Valley, which would be the largest part of this leg. I had actually never been this far south in San Francisco before. We stumbled across this sign that said happy 4th anniversary to the San Francisco Crosstown Trail. And so we knew we had to stop at this cafe called Mission Blue Cafe. And we had a latte. I had a piece of their gluten-free banana bread. It was okay. It was pretty good. The owners and the people there were super chill, lovely to talk to, and they were huge mural people. And the guy painted the mural for my hometown, which was really crazy to hear. The rest of this leg is really beautiful because it takes you through all the community parks and gardens through the Visitacion neighborhood, and me and Joe were really enjoying ourselves. Our buddy Liam, however, was becoming a little bit disillusioned when he heard this was a crosstown trail, and Liam's a huge outdoors guy. He really wanted it to be like outdoors. And I don't know where he got that impression, but we're here.
Just tripping. Don't think about it too hard.
Imagine
just enjoy this. Enjoy this little cool community built trail that takes you through community stuff and local stuff.
It's just so confusing.
What are you so confusing?
I'm just so confused, right?
What are you confused about?
I'm just confused. It's fine enough, you can let it out. That in the video. Bro, I don't trust these planks.
Liam, you ever have a romantic night on the swings? That's not bad.
Bro, this creaking is not giving me confidence.
No. Same built for us, bro. Same built for us. But even though he'd be rather climbing a mountain, it still looked like he had a little skip to his step. What we'd experienced next, though, I was definitely not ready for and could have ended the trip there and then. What you're looking at is a big hill with a bunch of dried up Timothy grass. Now, to maybe a normal person, Timothy grass is not that big of a deal, but for me, I am highly allergic to Timothy grass, so I was not enthused about this part of the trip.
That is a valley of death before us. How you doing, Joe?
Kill me.
I luckily had no allergic reaction as we reached McLaren Park, which was the third stop on this first leg. Joe was already starting to get a little tired from that one hill. Liam, on the other hand, was getting a little bit antsy and wanted to keep running the trail, in fact, instead of walking it.
Bro's actually a pro.
That's actually so amazing.
The dude did it in no time flat. Wow. Ain't that a thing.
Hey, what you doing up there?
So as you can see, Liam was doing absolutely fine. As for myself, I was also doing pretty good, and we were about to end the first leg of our trip. Joe, on the other hand, this was the beginning of his delusions to cope with how long this journey would be, which was to believe that he was in a Napoleonic march. As we neared the end of the first leg of our journey, we actually had to cross a dinky old bridge that went across an expressway. If you know me personally, and there's a really long story to it, I do love me a good bridge over an expressway. It's just nostalgic to me. So I was all but delighted to cross this bridge. And if you thought that I wasn't tired at this point, I definitely wasn't now that we were crossing this bridge. Across the bridge was this random neighborhood in San Francisco. This will be a recurring trend of this trail, or just random neighborhoods, but the houses are really pretty. I like the pastels, so that was cool, and we finished the first leg of our journey.
So, this is the beginning of the second leg. First leg's done, 5.2 miles. How we feeling?
Good. Feeling pretty good.
Feeling good?
Let's go.
All right.
The goons are gooning.
The goons are gooning. The dames are swooning.
The second leg was 3 miles long, and it started out with the Glen Park Greenway and then Glen Canyon Park, which was a really cool part of this second leg, and Liam was loving every single second of it. It was like a piece of wilderness. It was just chucked into the middle of San Francisco, and I had never been here before. It was awesome.
Today, those are clean. Like, that doesn't look chossy at all. It looks like it's burned.
This is the freaking climber talk, Chaucy. Look at him, filled with such a innocent curiosity for nature.
A zest for life.
Yeah. He's going to see if he can scale the crack. I'm glad people find me funny.
While Liam goes on this little escapade of his, we decided to actually take a detour in this leg, and that was to go to Twin Peaks, because the Crosstown Trail actually has you going around Twin Peaks, and all three of us had never been to the top of it, so we decided to take the detour and walk all the way up Twin Peaks. The sights were amazing, and it was really windy. And by really windy, I mean like really, really windy. Like, we spent a decent chunk of time up here, just like we found some random water bottle and we were just pouring out water and it would just fly. You would jump straight up but get pushed several feet back. It was a really nice detour to take, and I had never been up here, and I was glad that I ticked that off my box. However, because of this detour, Joe actually had some hamstring problems, and my calves admittedly at this point were burning. Liam was doing just fine, because of course he was. But at the end of the day, the effort for this detour was totally worth it. What we didn't realize what we were in stock for next was a boatload of stairs.
No, I thought you were just
My
talking about those
hammies,
stairs.
nah.
You're
My
fucking
hammies.
me. Goddamn. What is life suffering, bro? I should never have been born.
What are you, freaking Zeke Yeager?
Shut the fuck. Napoleon soldiers marched to miles.
Bro is really into Napoleon. More stairs. More stairs. Ugh. Hey, yo. Oh! That was with vigor, dude. Ouch.
But after a glimpse of the ocean, I was re-energized for this next leg.
That's the view from the end of leg 2. How we feeling? Joe had a hamstring issue. We did a quick detour at Twin Peaks. Liam's fine.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
My legs are feeling a little but we're all starting to get a little hungry. We haven't eaten anything. Well, Joe had a slice of pizza at 7-Eleven, but other than that, hours ago.
Trust me, Napoleon soldiers marched for miles with empty stomachs, so we can do this, guys. We can conquer Europe, we can walk that.
With a couple more Napoleon-era factoids and an awe-inspiring speech from Joe, we made our way to the tiled stairway. Because we already took a detour to Twin Peaks, we decided to skip the Grandview Park. And funnily enough, I had never been to the tiled stairway, and I had always wanted to go. But because we were on the downslope, thank goodness I turned around, because we almost missed it. It was at this point too that we were getting super, super hungry, and it was starting to get into our heads.
Cringe, vape, cringe, cringe, cringe. Cringe alert.
Rip Bozo. Trump got indicted, y'all. Let's fucking go.
Hey.
Alright, so leg 3 completed. That was the second to shortest leg. We're now approaching the shortest leg, which is going through Golden Gate Park currently. We are hungry. That is the consensus. A bit peckish. Need some brewskis and some grub. But then,
On the hunt for nutrition.
but we looking to finish this thing nice and easy. Nice and easy. It was refreshing to go through a nice, serene walk in Golden Gate Park. It would have been better if Liam hadn't made us go bushwhacking and I had gotten like a bunch of like weird seed thingies in my pants and my shoes. But we made it through it, and now we were just chilling at the park, having a grand old time.
Close up to the ducklings. Close up to the ducklings.
What's ducklings, bro? Me and who? My wife and my kids together.
I was gonna say, yo, that's a single mother, okay?
A single-
She's
okay,
a strong, independent, all right?
Can I pick one up?
No. Chair's giving off midsummer vibes for real. Damn, bro. Damn, that's the Cheesecake Factory, bro. Holy.
We stopped by a rose garden to take some photos as well as the ones you saw in that chair, just for some cool profile pictures and what have you for the gram. And then we started to hear music playing in the distance. There was just like a random group of people. It was probably an event, we concluded, and we decided not to like barge in on that event. But that did not stop us from jamming out to the tunes on the way out though. There are these cool like nature dirt sidewalks that we walked across. Anyway, it led us to the Richmond district where we finally got some food at this place that I unfortunately do not remember the name of. And this person just really liked Rem. Good food though.
All right, we're on the last leg. It is now 8:30.
Powered by chicken karage.
Powered by chicken karage.
Sapporo beer.
And Sapporo beer. Not sponsored, but that doesn't mean that they can't. It's not too late.
We're imbibing ourselves with the Bushido spirit.
With some fried chicken in our stomachs and some beer in our bellies, we set out on the last leg of our journey from the Presidio. And Joe got some cool books from like an open library on the way over, and he started to get a little philosophical.
Listen, this is a great analogy for life.
A tree getting uprooted.
People could fall like these trees, left in the dust. That is why you cannot fully rely on the strength of your own roots. Sometimes you need the support of another root.
Nah, not me. I'm good. I'm just kidding. I'm fine in the West.
That's cute, but I get bitches, bro.
Nah, I don't get bitches.
Nah, bitches get you.
Nah, they don't do that either. Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk in the one California sun. No sun. We're not in Santa Cruz. Damn. Look. I'm gonna get a copyright.
Nah, you're the quirky. Oh my god. We're going to Starbucks and like suck each other off. Oh my god.
As we laughed, giggled, and spoke philosophy through this coastal trail, it was getting really dark, and the trail started to go into a place where we didn't exactly know where we were.
Oh my god. Yeah, and I felt something a little bit more firm than just a spider web. What the hell is this? Where is this trail taking us, Liam?
As it got darker and darker, we wound through this like weird coastal sandy trail, but eventually we were spat out onto a beach and marveled at a very, very beautiful sight that with my own eyes, it was so much more pristine, but I did my best with what I could with my iPhone camera.
Yo, that's the bridge. That's crazy. Bro, who like found this trail and was like, we need to put this as part of the community trail? Like who?
Bro, what the fuck?
Dude. Oh, it's kind of high, bro. Nonetheless. We did it.
No, we didn't.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We made it to a beach, though. I'm gonna go point.
Having finally reached the ocean, we took time to marvel at the Golden Gate Bridge, and after which we went to the Sea Cliff neighborhood, which I was not expecting in this journey.
1 Tesla. 2 Tesla. Don't lean on the car, bro. Beamer. Dang. Dude, this house is crazy.
As we walked through this bougie-ass neighborhood, one that I had never been to, nor been able to apply a face to the name before, but I'd certainly seen it in my past travels in San Francisco, I couldn't help but wonder how expensive it must be to live in this neighborhood, and there were a lot of young people living in this neighborhood. Like, how are you here? Regardless, we saw the Golden Gate Bridge for one more time, beautifully lit against the fog of the bay, and I would now switch to night vision as we entered the last section of our trip, which was Land's End.
Land's End. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It is dark as hell. We just went through a hella rich neighborhood, and now we're descending into that, and you can't see it. But the ocean is there, and so are my friends. You just can't see them because it's so dark. So
I was born this way.
That's true.
Because I'm brown.
Yeah. You can see your outline actually a little bit.
Beautiful, that's nice.
Now what you can see is the bridge in the distance, which with my phone, not that great of video quality, but boy, is it lovely in real life. Which is why you guys should come here to do this trail, because then you get to see the sights for what they are. So we technically went a little further than, but we did it. What, Liam, end the Strava? We are at we're at Land's End. We just came around Land's End. We're now at Ocean Beach here. We basically walked all the way across the peninsula.
So it was 33.6 kilometers and a whopping 9 hours total time.
But in the meantime, we got some books from a free fucking library.
What do you mean crappy internet, bro?
There's Paul Krugman talking about recessions. I'm sorry, that's upside down. And like the science fiction book. I actually can't read, so I'm going to use these to learn.
Bro, he's going to Carnegie Mellon. He's an intellectual.
Processing
Yes, somehow.
activity.
Bro, get some better fucking data.
Strava just takes a while sometimes.
This is true.
Oh, that's what they're saying about shitty internet. Well, we're gonna end the video here. I'll probably edit and post just how many calories you burn, all the data and shit, as well as the map. So thank you all for watching and joining us. Hopefully, you don't have to do the whole thing like we did. I mean, if you're a trooper, you will, but you can do separate legs. It was like
only 5.5 hours moving time. That's
Okay.
pretty good. 765 meters of vert and 33.63 kilometers.
Jesus. Well, peace. That's all I got.
Adios.
Later.